dog Oliver will be in our studio, along with Oliver's owner Candyce, who will be talking about a book she wrote with some inspiration from her pup that's helping a cause that's very dear to her heart. All that and much more coming up. Well, we all hate to be sick, especially children. Imagine how difficult it would be to have to tell your child that they were sick, and to get better, they would have to take medicine every day for the rest of their lives. Well, that's what Candyce Corcoran had to do when her grandson Austin was diagnosed with congenital hypothyroidism. So she wrote a book with the help of their dog Oliver to try to ease the burden of families going through similar situations. Candyce and Oliver are joining me now to tell us more. Welcome to Better Nashville.
Thank you.
Great to have you. Now, we have a sweetie right here, Oliver. Now, tell us Oliver's story and how you saved his life just a day before it ended.
Oliver was going to be put to sleep. He had a mate, Olivia, and the woman did not want to breed anymore. Oliver was used as a stud dog, and what happened, I went up, rescued him, and I fell in love with him, and I could not get rid of him. Took him to the vet and had his checkup, and they found out that he had hypothyroidism. So Oliver has to stay on medication the rest of his life.
Well, he is so sweet, and just
thank you.
A great addition to your family too.
Yes, he is.
He's just had the great attitude since he's been here, just running around. Now, tell us how he relates having this disease to your grandson Austin.
Well, it's not just Austin; it's all children now that have met Oliver who have been sick and have to take medication the rest of their lives. What it is that they see Oliver is able to do it, and Oliver has such beautiful big brown eyes that everyone looks at those and says, well, if he can do it, I certainly can take the medication just like Oliver.
Absolutely. Now tell us, how much does Austin love Oliver? Do they get along?
Oh, Oliver is Austin's hero, and not just Austin, it's every child's hero. And it's not just sick children, it's children that have to go to pediatrician's office and they're afraid to go get their shots. So it's an interesting story about Oliver, and he has inspired so many children.
Right, and because of that, you wrote this book called Oliver.
Yes, I did.
Tell us a little bit about this and why you wrote it.
I wrote it because of my grandson Austin. Austin inspired me to write the book, and it's to help children who are suffering, and also just for children who are just afraid to go to the doctor or even just take a vitamin pill in the morning. Oliver can do it. They certainly can do it.
Absolutely. Tell us what the story is in this book. Why is it good for kids to read?
Well, it's about Oliver going to his vet and having his checkup, and every child goes to their pediatrician and they have to open up their mouth and look in their ears and their eyes. The book shows how Oliver has his heart tested, and also the scary part is the needles, and no children like to have shots.
Right.
But Oliver could do it, so they could do it.
Definitely. And it's really inspired a lot of kids. You have a letter you're going to read for us real quick.
Yes, I would love to read this letter. It's just one of many. If you go to my website, which is www.world.Oliver.com, there are so many comments from different people. And one particular is, Dear Candyce, my 6-year-old granddaughter Morgan has spent most of her life in the hospital. Morgan was born with a heart defect and has had 4 major operations and is waiting for a heart transplant. When Morgan was in the hospital, we gave her a personalized copy of Oliver. The book is on Morgan's pillow every night. Morgan even took Oliver with her on her Make-A-Wish Disney cruise. When I asked my granddaughter what she thought about Oliver, Morgan told me the following: I am just like Oliver. I have to take pills every day with applesauce and yogurt so I can play too. Next month I have to go to the hospital to have eye surgery. I will bring the book with me. Just like Oliver, the book started out sad, and at the end it was a very happy book, just like me. Aww. Thank you, Candyce, for the wonderful book. Love, Morgan's Claire Spall.
That is so sweet. Oliver is such an inspiration.
Yes, he is to many, to many.
So sweet. And the great thing is all the money goes to animal rescue that you make from the book.
It does. All profits go to rescue. And the only way to buy the book is through Oliver's website, which is www.world.Oliver.com. And every book that goes out is personalized by me and Oliver.
Oh, paw print? Or
well, not paw print, but his name.
Yeah,
but there are paw prints in there from Oliver.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
And thank you for bringing Oliver by. He's such a sweetie.
Thank you.
Again, Oliver is available online and in bookstores now. For more information, you can get a link to their website through ours at betternashville.com.